Hey, what's up, party people? I am comedian Ron G. I'm hanging out with Shannon Mack on a Heart to Heart with Mozart. Hey, we just catching up.
So welcome to a Heart to Heart with Mozart. Hello, Mr. Ron G. How are you doing, mate?
What's up, young lady? How you doing? What's going on?
I'm well. Thank you so much for coming back and gracing us with your comedic presence. I just absolutely love you. And I love your energy. So that's why I wanted to call you back and have you on a Heart to Heart, because you're not afraid to have a conversation. You're not afraid to chit chat. You already know I met your beautiful wife years ago.
That's not so funny. That story still is like the best story ever. That's so funny.
Man, not even realizing that we would connect later on down the line. But yeah, I wanted to have you back on because I just love your energy.
I appreciate that. And thank you for having me too. And it's good seeing your face, man. The first interview we had was super, super awesome. And I was like, yo, I can't wait to do your show. I know I had to reschedule a couple of times because life keep happening. All good stuff.
Good.
But yeah, man, glad to be back.
Yes, I'm glad that we are here. So, we had to hook you up with some Mozart. You got the dark chocolate. I think you might be the second one to get some dark chocolate.
Yeah. I'm
so
hoping
have you
they got no
tasted
dairy in it because we will find out. I will clean this house out. So we'll see what happens.
Actually, the dark chocolate is vegan.
Is it really?
Yes.
Why you ain't say that?
Yes, dark chocolate is vegan. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. But that doesn't mean it's... Oh, yeah. That does mean it's dairy free.
Yep. So did you taste it yet?
I tasted it a while back. Can I try it again now?
Yes, let's do it.
We doing it on 3? Are we cheersing or something?
Yes. So we're going to do early toast.
Why yours look so creamy? What you put in it?
Because I mixed mine with an almond beverage. This is a whole vegan situation right here.
Why didn't you tell me to put almond milk in it? I could have got some instead of drinking. Yeah, this looked like...
You got almond milk in your fridge?
Yeah.
All right, look.
Can I get some?
Pause. We are going to go and get Ron G some almond milk.
Oh,
Be right back.
Okay, be right back. All right. I'll be back, y'all.
Yeah.
How much to put in there?
Like a shot. As much as you want. Maybe a little bit more than the Mozart.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't know how much to put in it. That was my bad.
Let's see.
I put some in there and then why you still look?
Because I probably have a lot because I'm lightweight.
Why yours look so light skinned and mine look like like me? This is my color.
Because I'm a lightweight and I put a lot of milk in it. Because I usually put my milk in first, then pour my Mozart. Yours is looking nice and strong. You're gonna like it.
Tastes good. All right.
You're gonna like it. So cheers to new beginnings.
To new beginnings, money and happiness and love that feel like putting on warm drawers fresh out the dryer. There we go. Cool.
I like it.
I said the shower. That's stupid.
I know what you meant.
Okay.
So what's been going on these days, sir? Let's catch up. What's up?
So I have so much going on in my life right now. A lot of transitional pieces that's happening. First of all, my marriage is awesome. And I say that because I feel like you don't really know what you're getting until you're committed to them, and also until you're in quarantine with somebody. And I feel like I chose the right person because me and my lady, we got super close. We had a lot of fun. I lost my uncle like a month ago, and she was with me and just watching somebody you care about like pull up for you and support you while you go through dark times. It's like a really dope thing. And then also, most of our marriage has been in quarantine, but like I enjoy her and we have fun, man. So I'm grateful to have a partner that I can do life with, and that's really important to me. And sometimes you don't know what's important until you find it. I'm like, yo, I'm grateful, man. So I got a dope wife, and then also I feel like my dreams coming true. Like I shot a movie over quarantine called "Will You Be My Quarantine?"
Nice.
I'm gonna have a release on Netflix. I'm pretty excited about that. And I shot another show called "Stuck with You." Directed and written by the great Patricia Kufi Jones, and then that's on the All Black Network. And then also I just booked a series regular role as MC Light's brother on a TV show that will air in the fall, and I'm super happy about that. So
yes,
I got some great stuff happening, and
that's amazing. Series regular.
Let me tell you something, that rarely happens in Hollywood. To be like on every episode, like I'm on every episode.
Yes, you're a part of the cast.
Yeah, and
that's
I work
amazing.
with the great Bailey Evans, who was
Creative Martin.
Show.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love that girl. Like, he's a brilliant director, man. So working with him, his sister Stacey Evans is just amazing. But yeah, I live a good life, man. But I feel like the part that nobody tells you about is the waiting on God. Like, cause we all have dreams in our head. We all have things like, I need this to happen. But when it doesn't happen, particularly when you don't want it to happen, are you patient enough to wait on God for him to show up?
Exactly.
And that's across the board in everything. That's where relationships, like, there's times I thought I want to get married, you know, and anybody, if you're a decent person, you can get married, but will you be happy? Will it be your person? Will it be somebody you have a shared life purpose with? Or is just you tired of going to weddings by yourself and you sick of in these streets and you tired of dating and you just trying to lock somebody down because they're convenient? You know what I'm saying? But just that waiting on God part.
That word patience.
Man, it's a lifelong lesson of waiting, because I feel like even before I booked this TV show, I feel like I graduated. And I don't know if you ever had that feeling where it's like you got senioritis in life. Mm-hmm. You did all the work. You literally did all the work, and you just waiting on your number to get called.
Right.
So you can walk the stage. And so I feel like across the board in everything in my life, that's been a common thing. So when things fall apart, the things that you think that will be there forever, the things that you're like, this doesn't leave, when those things leave, like losing a loved one, or family dynamics changing, or, you know, your friends don't reach out to you anymore, or, you know, you reach out to your friends and you realize, oh, you want something different. Like, you grow up and you're like, oh, you want something different. You can't go with me. Like, what do you do then?
In the meantime.
Like,
right.
You know, do you just cut everybody off and have a summer block party? Do you block everybody? You having the block party? Or are you just going to be grown and allow them to do them? Because a lot of times, especially like when people, let's just say people or family cut you off, they don't see anything wrong with their behavior. But when you give them back what they give back,
oh, absolutely,
like calling you out, or oh, really, you just switch now they
absolutely.
Like, so when your energy changed because somebody else's energy changed, then they're mad at you. You like,
I always say that. I was like, why is it that people don't call out the person that starts the ish? It's always the one that claps back that looks crazy all the time.
Yeah, but I'm hitting with golf claps. I give you the same energy you give me.
Right.
My life is so busy, and I tell my wife too. Often, I was like, a lot of people that you're cool with now, when we become millionaires and we moving and shaking and doing,
they're not gonna be here.
They ain't gonna be able to make it. So I feel like, and where I'm going, like I tell my wife this often too. I say, if there's a crack in the window of a plane that's on the ground, it's not a problem. It might have a delay, but there's no problem. Nobody's dying. But that same crack in the window when you're flying above the clouds can potentially be deadly to everybody on the plane, and it can implode. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of good to watch people expose themselves now, because having these issues when you have money attached to it and you don't have the luxury of doing the work in front of people, it's not always like, sometimes when you're popular and popping, you don't have the luxury of doing the work in front of people, because people are so judgmental, especially on social media. Like, there are no good men on social media. Like, every man on social media is trash, and I would like to do the work before I'm a thing and on people's explore page every day. Is this too heavy? Is this too preachy?
No, this is the reason why I like to do this show. All of my interviews, look, I don't know about the other hosts. I don't know about what they do, but I know that what I do is that it has to be purposeful. Like, if we're not talking about something meaningful, we're not talking about something inspiring, motivating, I don't talk about it. Like, yeah, of course, what you got going on and your latest album and your latest movie and your latest accolade, whatever, that's important. Yes, it is. But at the end of the day, it's about who you're becoming, where you came from to where you're going. Just like we're sitting here talking about the in-between time. You know, like the patience and understanding how to be patient and waiting on God, you know? So I know for me, it took me a lot of I feel like that's why it took so long for me to get to this part, because I needed to really understand what it meant to be like, yo, focus on who you're becoming. It really isn't about the destination. It really is about the journey. You know, and I used to see those silly memes on Instagram and Facebook and such until I actually was experiencing it myself. I'm like, it really is about where I'm at instead of being focused on where I'm going. Because that in-between time, man, you be feeling like you just want to give up. Have you ever felt like you wanted to give up because it wasn't happening in your time?
Every day. Like, doing comedy, it's strange because, you know, you can work as hard as you want to, and then when social media came, you got people who do videos every day and they skated past you, and the 10 years of work feels unseen, and you're in the room with people who just started doing videos and got 1 million hits because of one viral video. And you're like, okay, God, do you see me? Like, what are we doing? Like, there's no standard for this thing, you know, but
Right.
after a while, you just got to run your race and be grateful for it. I always want to keep my ear to the streets because I love this craft. I love learning. And I feel like as long as you're a student of life, you'll be dope at your craft. If you're a student of life, if you're taking in all the stuff that's happening and you're not making your pain your business card, but you're like, oh, this is happening to me because God wanted to prepare me for this. Or this is happening to me. Oh, that's why, because this is a setup. So once I can handle this, I can handle it at this level, you know? So being a student of life is part of the thing that helps you graduate to the next level. But sometimes people don't see that because they think their pain is just about them and they're the only one going through it.
And that, sir, is the moral of the story. Being a student. You just said it. That was lovely. That was a whole word. That was a gem. Bloop. I hope y'all received that gem just now. No, but I just really been realizing, like, a lot of people are not blessed with perspective. Like, people always, like, I know people who just look at it as a cup being half empty, like their whole life, and that's what makes it suck. So yeah, being a student for sure. I'm so glad to hear about all of your accomplishments, like everything you got coming up. Series regular, that's big, bro. That is really big.
Man, God be setting me up. Like, so funny, when I lived in Atlanta, finished school, the day after I graduated, I moved to Atlanta. I'm like, I'm out of this town. I ain't never coming back to the hometown. And I moved to Atlanta. And I feel like the whole time in Atlanta, I was unemployed. I kept getting fired. I kept getting fired the whole time. I was an accountant. You know, I was a smart guy in school, but I kept getting fired. And I feel like what God was setting me up. God was setting me up like, look, I'm going to get you unfamiliar with the check. You're so used to getting a check every Friday that if you get addicted to that check, when I take you where you're going and you're still worried about that check, you're not going to be able to sustain because you're going to have anxiety about not getting that check on Friday. And then when I moved to LA, I lost my job my first month here. I've been broke so long, I wasn't even tripping. And I was like, oh, okay. You set me up to have big faith. You set me up to be comfortable with not knowing that check is coming because you know that even when I lost my job in Atlanta and I was a homeowner, I never missed a mortgage payment, not one time. And now I'm in a city where my rent is 3 times as much and I've never missed a payment. You set me up, but in the time when it happened, it's the worst thing ever. It's trash. You're like, God, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? You have forsook me, Lord. I've been forsooketh, Lord. Forsooketh? Forsook. I don't know the word. You know what I mean. We've been forsooked. God, I've been forsooked by you, Lord. Smite thee. Henceforth, thee, Lord, have you had forsooketh thou? I don't know. It's the King James Version. You have been frustrated me, Lord. You have forsaked me, Lord.
Hilarious.
Take this cup, teenage Jesus. Take this cup, Savior. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, you feel like you've been forsooked.
So we got to do a toast.
Let's do
it.
What
are we toasting to?
Let's do it. We are toasting to an amazing second half of the year. We're toasting to discernment to be able to handle the next level of elevation. We're also toasting to new friends who can handle where you're going and can handle your ugly. We're also toasting to love that's never been seen in our family before. Not just because we want to get love, but like love that's never been done the way we're going to do love in our generation, in our family. And I'm pleased to be descendants of the love that we give.
Right.
Because it changes the culture and the DNA of your family.
Right. And may God continue to bless your journey and your wife and your marriage and everything you got going on to your next chapter.
Hey, salute.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being my guest on the Heart to Heart with Mozart. Dang, it's June already. Jeez. Oh my God, the time is flying by too fast. We must do it again, sir. I'm actually going to be in LA very soon, so I'm going to have to look you up.
Let us know. Let us know when you're here.
Definitely. Thank you again
for your show expanded, man. Like,
thank you.
You're doing shows and the show after the show, and then the roundtable shows and the show recap sponsored by Mozart. That's awesome, man. That's so cool.
Big shout out to Mozart Chocolate Liqueur. This would not be possible if it was not for my peoples over there at Marussia Beverages that import Mozart Chocolate Liqueur. So thank you. Y'all go pick up a bottle, and I'll see you next week. Deuces.